Welcome back to Witness Stories. I call this one We Love You via the Ghost Cat Choir. So, do pets become ghosts? I have some proof. Well, some proof of them in spirit. Really, it's just proof for me. You can go get your own proof. Here's how I got mine. As I have said before, there is a difference between ghosts and spirits. By my technical description, but typically these are not, in common talk, these are not commonly separated. To be specific, ghosts have not crossed back over the veil and reconnected to their whole higher self, whereas spirits have gone clear back over. Some people like to define what is on the other side as spirit and as not seeable. While that is that which is seen on this side as a ghost, whether they come back or not. I prefer the prior definition, where ghosts are somebody who are not aware, have not crossed back over, and a spirit has, but a spirit can come back. And the reason I like to define it that way is because spirits, when they come back, are aware of their spirit knowledge, and ghosts are not. The soul, therefore, could be described as that which holds back your self-knowledge, your full self-knowledge, which includes every memory across multiple lives. But the soul also seems to anchor the veil between the human mind and spirit knowledge. So a ghost has not crossed back across that barrier, but a spirit has. Given that definition, a ghost is temporal. It is also temporal. A human existence, their physical existence, is also temporal. But a spirit is immortal, or at minimum mostly so. A ghost is thusly only aware of the one closely tied life, and retains that one personality while in that state. Having said all that, to my knowledge, pets never get trapped behind the veil. They go right into spirit, or already are connected to spirit. I'm a little confused about that one. This could be why it is thought they don't have a soul, but I assert for you they do have a self, and it has a spirit consciousness. So no, they don't become ghosts, but they do have spirit which retains that knowledge. And as such, in that form, they can come back to you. They do know you, and I'll confirm for you that they still love you. If they loved you before, they love you now. How do I know? Well, just third-person stories and info via mediums, well, until this one event. Keep in mind, I do not normally hear voices in my head. The only time I do is in lucid dreaming, and not all that much either. Only a few times have I heard anything in my head via voice. So here's the story. I really love cats. We connect, and I know they know that about me. There were even some cats in my past that I didn't know they were tied to me. Or rather, I was their main person, but we always were an item in each case. But no one cat ever passed away while cohabitating with me. Either they were legally owned by someone else, or for some reason they moved away, or I did. At my parents' home when I was young, I shared them with others in the family, so it wasn't totally in my court even back then. But in 2022, I had one cat that was totally mine, and we were again an integral item. I won't go into all the details, but she was always on the edge of her seat waiting for me when she knew I was close to home. And according to my wife, she always knew when I was coming home. Every minute I was home, she was with me. I did not try and share her with the house, but she would always focus on me. At night, she would sleep on my TV chair, which was right next to my bed. When I get up in the morning, we interact while I get ready for work. I pet her, I play with her, I talk to her, I listen to her, I feed her. And when I go to bed at night, and then we say our good nights. But then, at an old age, she had some issues and she passed. I was broken. Well, I knew she would be okay, and that I might see her again in dreams or something. So I was not totally broken, but yes, I was hurting for months. Still do. I'm actually glad no other cat died on me before this, where I had to see it personally. Those losses did hurt even though I wasn't there when they passed, but not like this. Somehow I felt responsible, and I miss her to this day. So one night, about 6 months later, I was thinking about all the cats that I loved and how my relationship may have been more important to them than I thought. I mean, cats appear a little bit mercenary, don't they? I know they like me a lot, and I love them dearly, but I don't require their love. I just like to keep them happy. That makes me happy. I did kind of wonder if they liked me personally all that much. So that one night that I was thinking about after thinking about every single cat that I could remember and spending a few seconds or so telling each one I loved them, I got ready for bed and started thinking about the next day and work. Just before getting in bed, I sat back in that chair that my last cat had slept on every night. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and let it out. And at that moment, I felt ready for sleep. But in that 1 second, I heard an incredible, almost indescribable sound. It was a collection of voices, maybe a dozen or more of them, all in that cat voice octave, all together. It was very clear, like a native English speaker in my dialect. They said, "We love you." I dropped my jaw. I didn't know what to think for a minute. Then I figured out who and what that had to be. I could clearly hear each and every cat voice that I knew so well, but all in my dialect of English. I'm a male, a man in fact. I don't cry. Okay, sometimes I do.